Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do a brand new office tour for 2025. We have a lot to talk about here, even though a lot of things have not changed in this room as far as like big changes. There are some notable changes that I want to talk about for 2025, especially the new Hyte case that I have, the Y70 with the screen in front, and I redid my computer, not the parts, but I rethemed everything to Pokemon, which I think came out really good. As you guys can see from my backgrounds and wallpapers and stuff, I got new monitors. So there is some stuff to talk about when it comes to the PC and the look of this room. So I'm really excited to present to you guys my office tour for 2025. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so let's start off right here in the corner and just give you guys a full wraparound of the office before we start talking about things. So this is the office tour that we have going on right now. There you go. We have that right there, and the open closet and the Alexa sitting on the wall. So let's go ahead and start off by talking about what's right here in the corner. So this is the Govee lights. So as you can tell, I have Pokemon sitting right there with Ash and Pikachu, which is pretty cool. Matches the rest of the theme. Like I said, I went with the Pokemon theme this time. So these Govee lights, you can do crazy things with it. You can do whatever you want. And all the products that I'm talking about in this video, as much as I can, I'll have links down below for all of it. Most of it is on Amazon and stuff. So all of my links will be down there if you guys want to purchase anything that you see in this tour. So again, these are fantastic. You can do any design you want from anything you can think of that people have created and they share on there. So this is just the one that I chose because it matches the theme of the Pokemon. And then of course I have my Secret Lab chair. This thing has been with me for a while, Secret Lab. Still great as always. So no issues with the chair. So we're gonna go ahead and move the chair here to the side just so it's out of my way. And then, of course, we have the Secret Lab desk as well, as you can see. So this is a two-part desk because I needed a larger desk as much as possible, and it fit perfectly in the room. So this is one part of the desk right here from Secret Lab, and then another part right here. So it's a two-parter that's connected together to make an L, and it works extremely well. This does not move up and down or anything because that's not something I ever do in this office, so I didn't think it really mattered. So yeah, that is the desk that I have there from Secret Lab. These lights that are going around the corner of it that people always ask me about are from Govee as well, which we'll have links down below, but it is not something that came with the actual desk from Secret Lab. It actually just worked out perfectly that it just fits literally from this end literally to the other end. It's just a perfect fit, like it was designed for it, even though it wasn't. Then on the back here, you can see these little texture designs that a lot of people on YouTube seem to use for their rooms and stuff like that, which I also did as well. And I added another Govee light going up like a little corner light, which I think looks really, really good. You can design those in any way you want. That's just the shape that I chose to put it, and I think it worked out really well. And then a few more of those panels right here on the wall, along with those three posters that are sitting, or not posters, but little things that are sitting right there. And then, of course, we got the main computer desk right here as well. So these are the brand new two monitors that we talked about. You can see I have the Pokemon theme going on right now. These are both OLED monitors. This is the Alienware from a couple years ago, the ultra-wide monitor. So before on this desk setup, I used to have the 42-inch LG C2. But I decided to use that from my arcade, my 4-player arcade machine downstairs. I swapped it out and put it downstairs. And I got this setup, and you know what? This setup is so much better. Because yes, the 42-inch was great. It was OLED. The OLED on those LG monitors are a little bit better. I did a comparison on that on a different review, on a different video. In certain ways, but these are also better in certain ways as well. And overall, for my use case, the fact that now I have two monitors when I'm like watching a YouTube video on one and playing a game on the other, or whatever the case may be, is not something you could do with just one LG C2 monitor. And I couldn't, that TV was obviously big. It was a TV. It wasn't a monitor, so it didn't have a lot of room on the desk for me to have two, that TV and another monitor next to it. It would have looked completely weird. So this stands out, and when people come over, they're like, holy shit, this ultra-wide is awesome. And yes, this is a 34-inch Alienware ultra-wide. It is fantastic. It is OLED. It is a 144 hertz monitor, and this is the brand new one, the one that just came out, I believe, like under a year ago. The one that a lot of people have been talking about being one of the best monitors out there. This is the Alienware 32-inch. This is 240 hertz monitor. Both of these are HDR 1000 peak, and both of them support HDR. The one on the right definitely has a little bit better HDR. But they're both fantastic, and they're both OLED, and the colors, as you can tell, really pop on these monitors, and they look amazing. Keeping up with the Pokemon theme, I did, even though my Razer keyboard and mouse have not changed, you can see I did add a couple of things to it. This is from Etsy, and this is fantastic. Take a look at this up close. This is like a living world under there, where you actually have Pikachu sitting under there, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and they have their little lands right there. It's for the space bar, and it's just fantastic that I got on Etsy. And then I got these on Etsy too. These are just the arrow keys, and these are awesome because it actually lets the light shine through from the Razer, as you can see, when it goes through it. And these are the 4 Pokemon, as you can see, Pikachu and the 3 starters. So this does not let the light shine through because obviously it's glass that you guys are looking at, but I don't care because that looks amazing, and that's just ridiculous how cool that looks and how all those characters are fit underneath there. You even have Pokeballs in there and stuff. It's freaking awesome. And these light up. So that's another Pokemon Touch thing right there. We got my Stream Deck here, same thing as before with the white one. Fantastic for just doing things that I need to do on the Stream Deck. And then this is my Nintendo Switch 2. I do have the dock sitting here. I usually play on this 32-inch OLED that I was talking about because it looks fantastic on there with HDR and everything. So that's usually how I play. I will eventually get another dock and put it on my projector as well when friends come over. But when I'm playing alone, I'd rather play on here on this monitor, and it works extremely well. We got the Logitech G560 speakers that are sitting right there. Those are also awesome. We got the little camera there for the Switch there whenever I need that. And then, of course, we got the main event here, which is the actual case that I was talking about. So you can see here, I also have the little DeVroom 64 pixel thing that I've had for a while, but now it has a Pokemon thing on it, which is pretty cool. And then this is the actual case that I just got. And this thing is awesome for so many reasons. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about what I did on the inside. I swapped out the case. So this is a Hyte Y70 case. It's a bigger case, bigger form factor. So my other case, like this 5090 that's in here, literally went to the edge and it was hitting the glass. Now at least there's a little bit of space on the side there, so it's not hitting the glass. You can tell you can fit a little bit of a bigger graphics card in there. So that's the first thing. So it's just a bigger overall case. But then on top of that, I swapped everything out because I wanted the Hyte Y70 LCD screen that's sitting here in front of me, and we'll come back to that in a second. Now, I swapped all the pieces out from my old build to this new build, so I didn't like upgrade anything except the fans and stuff that you guys are seeing in the LEDs. So what I did on this theme is that, as you can see, I have the Liam fan back there that has an LCD screen on it, and the reason that it's awesome is because you can put any GIF you want. I put Pikachu kind of electrifying everything in the case, which makes it seem like he's electrifying everything in the case in yellow, which I think goes really well. You can see the LED fans lighting up in yellow. This one's lighting up in yellow, making it seem like it's giving electricity to the graphics card, and the motherboard seems like it's getting electricity as well with the way the yellow is moving, and same thing with the bottom LED here. So these things are awesome. The Leon fans that I've used for the first time are fantastic. I also had the Leon fans on top, and what's really cool is I put these little 3 Pokemon figures right here, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and I matched their colors on the top with the fan, so it kind of is like red for Charmander and green for Bulbasaur, which is cool, and then Squirtle with blue for Squirtle. So really, really cool. So I really like the way that this looks. It really stands out. And then here on the side, I have Ash and a Pokeball just chilling on the side. And then for this height, I also upgraded this. This is the new Hyte, what's it called? Fans that we have here on the side, the cooler, and the cooler goes right into the CPU over there, and this CPU here, and I got these on Etsy where it's like case fans or whatever, and he did these for me, customized, so it's Pokemon on the top, and then Gotta Catch 'Em All on the bottom, which I think looks obviously fantastic. And also I upgraded the LCD screen that I have on here. It's a little bit of a bigger one because that's what came with this Hyte cooler, so you can see on there I didn't decide to add a Pikachu thing. I decided to add my logo and the CPU temperature over there because I think it works well. And then, like I said, in the front of the case, the big deal about this case, besides the fact that it was bigger, and I love the style of it, that you can see it from every angle, like a fishbowl type case, which I really liked. But the big thing here is the screen. So this is a touchscreen that you could literally move around, and the touchscreen works pretty well. Has software on it, and you can add a bunch of different things to it. If you guys want a specific review on just the Hyte screen, let me know, and I'll do a dedicated review on it if you guys want to see it in depth. But it is really cool. You can see your temperatures. You can add like different shortcuts to your most popular apps. You can go ahead and scroll through. You have like emojis. You have like a calculator over here. You have whatever media is playing that you can control. You can add pictures like I did when I went to Epic Universe, and you can add a bunch of pictures here from your family and stuff. And then over here, it just gives you all your stats, you know, the time, the temperature, the storage amount, the memory that you have, the graphics card you're running, and the processor you're running. You could add whatever image you want, and you can customize that, which is why I have Ash kind of sitting here ready to go. So that's really cool. You can see the temperature here today is 95 degrees. Freaking ridiculous. And it's going to be 101. But yeah, you can customize all of this stuff with the Hyte software that sits on your computer, the same software that controls the Hyte screen back there that I can customize with whatever I want. This screen is, like I said, awesome. It actually works pretty well with the touchscreen and adding stuff to it. Like, I don't really have a lot of issues. I don't know why this is spinning, but usually it shows you what the most active app that you used on your computer. It just tells you like, oh, Google Chrome is the most app you've used for 7 hours today, something like that. That's what's there. But yeah, the PC case is so much better, bigger. I love the Pokemon theme that I did to it. You can see I also made these lights yellow on here just to give it a little bit of a look to that. And yeah, the case is much better if it's a bigger graphics card for anything future. If I have to upgrade from a 5090 and something comes out that's a millimeter bigger, I did not have a millimeter of space in the other one, but this one kind of does. And it fits better in there. And like I said, the screen in the front is actually pretty cool to just be able to look over and see an FPS for a game. Or, you know, it's a screen, so you can do whatever you want. You don't have to have that software running on it. Like if I want to bring something over like Google, I can just bring a browser tab over there, and it's just like a regular screen. So you can do whatever you want with it. Their software is obviously what makes it cool, because you can use it in touchscreen and use all these different widgets that they have that I just showed you that you can put on here, like pictures and all the widgets that you're looking at that you can customize and put on there. But if you don't want to use any of their software and you just want to use it as a third screen and use something else out there like Rain Meter or something, you could do that as well. That's all your choice at that point. But I do like their software, and that's usually what I have running on there. And then, of course, over here, I just have my Quest and my MacBook and my Apple Vision Pros over there in the living room. And then I have my big screen beyond that I'm selling off and getting the new one that I should have shortly, which is going to be fun. We have a Your Gaming Techie sign up here that I've always had. A bunch of VR accessories kind of live on this wall, and a couple of my controllers that I have for the games that I play in here, like the PlayStation. My PlayStation 5 Pro is sitting right here in the corner. That also connects to that monitor as well that I play on there. And yeah, I got my controllers up there, my VR ones and everything. Got my posters over here like I talked about. The Beat Saber, Half-Life Alyx, and just stay home, play VR games. Got Game with Passion over here. Got a LED, I have it off right now, but that's an LED for the controller. And then just my favorite games that I put on the wall when I did this room back in the day. So Speedstorm, Rocket League, Destiny 2, Riders Republic, and Helldivers 2 is the 5 that's currently on the wall. Obviously, eventually those might switch out, but you know, I actually play all of those games currently, except for Destiny 2. I haven't played that as much anymore, but all the other ones I still play. And then we just have an open design closet that I just have open, that I kind of just show off collectibles that I have for the office, because there's not a lot of shelving space on here. So these are just all my boxes of different things that I've bought, and then like different figurines that I have here, as you can see, which is cool. I do have lights in here sometimes that I could turn on for LEDs, but yeah, these are all just random figurines for PC stuff. I went outside once, the graphics were terrible. You know, just from Duke Nukem and Overwatch and Rainbow Six and Fortnite and just collectibles like that. You can see I have another LED in there that says level up. I have my PSVR sitting here in the corner right here, and another Quest 3S over here. So PSVR 2 and Quest 3S over here. Got some shoes over here. These are all like my video game shirts, so anything video game related or 90s related and stuff like that kind of goes in this closet. And just a drawer of accessories for anything I need for the office that's sitting in there, and then my Alexa like frame that I have here that I can mess with if I want to. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole tour of this room. I think it looks fantastic now. Like I said, the biggest difference is obviously the Pokemon theme case with the Hyte and the 2 new monitors. I think these 2 new monitors make the workflow of this space so much better than it was before. I really, really like it. It just works a lot better than just having the LGC2. I did a whole video comparing it and talking about why I like that one versus this one. So if you guys want to see that, you can find it on my channel. But yeah, it's just a much better experience, and the OLEDs are really, really good. It's fun to finally have another ultra wide in the house. I haven't had an ultra wide in like freaking 10 plus years at this point. So it's cool to be back to having actual monitors and not using a TV. And, you know, the case is fantastic. Like I said, with the screen and stuff like that, the Pokemon theming in there works really well. Love my Secret Lab desk. It's been going strong for the last few years that I've had it, along with the chair. And it's just a great space. And this is where I edit my YouTube videos. This is the room that I play VR in and record VR videos for the most part. So it's just a really fun space to be in. And made a couple of improvements here to the PC setup and the PC space. And Yeah, I think it looks great. I don't think there's much else I want to do specifically to this room, but if you guys have any ideas or thoughts, let me know of that down below. And again, anything that I mentioned in this video that I can link to you guys will be down in the video description below. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.